in Lusaka. It's a combination of both the Africa Cup. The winners in this tournament will be crowned African champions, and at the same time there's a combination. These are world qualifiers. So all the teams that we are seeing right now, they are playing for two things. It's either they qualify to the World Cup or they win the Africa Cup. So both have been put in one place. As you can see, the umpires are adjusting the goalposts, trying to make sure everything is ready and the playing field is even.
Yeah, we've got two more games coming on. At 14 hours we have Zambia playing. Then at 16 hours we also have another game.
And by the way, Zambia is playing who in the next game, Annie? Zambia is playing Zimbabwe. And as you can see, Zambia has won 2 games, so they have 4 points. Zimbabwe equally. They've won 1 game. They lost to Malawi yesterday. So both teams, Zambia and Zimbabwe, in the next game, it will be very, very interesting game. They are trying to outdo each other, perhaps to win this championship and equally to qualify for the World Cup. As you are already aware that in Africa we shall have 4 teams representing our continent, our beautiful continent, in Liverpool next year. We have South Africa, which has already qualified. Although Malawi are playing in this tournament, they've equally qualified already due to their INF ranking, which is quite higher. So we have automatic qualification to the World Cup. We have South Africa, which has already qualified, and they are not in this tournament. Malawi are in this tournament not to qualify for the World Cup, but just to play and see if they can be the African champions. So South Africa and Malawi have already qualified to the World Cup. So the 2 slots that are remaining, the teams that are here, that is Zambia, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, Namibia and Botswana equally have to fight for the 2 remaining slots. So it means that there are 2 remaining slots for qualification to the World Cup. South Africa is through, Malawi is through, so it remains to the other teams that are in this tournament. So any time from now, you'll see the teams coming in to battle it against each other, which is Namibia versus Kenya. So one team is found in East Africa, the other time in the southwestern part of this continent. So we expect to find 2 different types of play. As you saw in the game that has ended, if you were watching on live on ZNBC, you are able to see that teams that were playing were Malawi and Uganda, both from East Africa. They are quite physical. And normally what happens is that when the game is physical, there are a lot of contacts and a lot of fouls are being committed. Right now, the teams are being introduced onto the court according to their playing position. The first team to be introduced is Kenya. The Kenyans are walking onto the court, being absent for a very long time. The goalkeeper, Kasper Anna, for Kenya. The goalkeeper. So there you are there, the Kenyan team being introduced.
Captain is Parin Sineu, coach Ali Timia Babala, primary care Jackson Joroge, assistant coach Asli Kwasama, team manager Annie Betty, assistant team manager Solo Millicent.
So there you are. The Kenyan team has just been introduced, including the manager, the coach, the primary health care, and everybody. They have got to line up there. So the Namibian team also being introduced. So what type of game do we expect to see between these two teams, especially that both teams have not won any match in this competition?
I think this game will be crucial as both teams will be competing for a position in this tournament.
Equally, I agree with you because both teams must not just go back home empty-handed in terms of points. So each of these teams that have not won a single game will at least want to go back home with something. They want to try and win something. And these are also ranking games. We expect that each team, as it wins even a single game, their ranking will slightly improve and it will go up, and it gives them an advantage. So the umpires that are being introduced, umpire number 1 is Rose from South Africa. The second umpire is Chakasa from Lesotho, and the reserve umpire Abednego Chitero from Botswana. So these are the people that will match officials for today. The players shaking hands and hugging each other. Let's see if this friendship will continue up to the end of the game.
Yeah, the lineup for Namibia is Bilta Selma is playing WA. GA is Anna. GK is Shelin. WD Melissa. GD Diana. Center Wagisa. Zwana playing GS. Then on the Namibian side, playing GK is Jacqueline. Playing GS is Bridget. Playing WA is Elsa. WD is Pauline. Playing GD is Parin. GA Helen. And center Cynthia. Now we are about to start the game.
Anytime from now, the game is starting. The umpires have taken their position. And the players are set. The second umpire is crossing the court and handing over the ball to the center for Namibia. Namibia takes the first center pass, the first attack. There they are. They are moving there in the center third, moving towards the attacking goal third. They flip one, aim for goal. Goal has been scored. So Namibia calls for first blood. The next center pass gets to Kenya. The Kenyans are moving all the way. They have a slight height advantage. As you know, the East Africans are normally tall. So let's see if they are going to use the height advantage, especially in the goal cycle, and especially when they are doing their defending. Short passes. The Kenyans, whistle has been blown for contact, penalty. Another contact. The penalty gets to Kenya. So the umpire is telling the offending player to get in position. The penalty is actually in the goal circle. The offending player will not play until the ball leaves the hands of the thrower. The Kenyans get it through their goal shooter. The goal attack aims for goal. That's another contact. The goalkeeper has committed an offense and the goal has been scored. The next center pass gets to Namibia. The Namibians are trying to do the tall Kenyans, and the contact against a penalty pass. Another contact, a penalty pass just outside the goal circle. The Namibians pick it through their wing attack. Another contact. Both players, the GA and the WD, have been taught to stand aside, and the goal has been scored. The next center pass is Kenya. Center pass taken. Kenya attacking towards the edge of the goal circle, looking for the tall Kenyan attackers. They pick it up. They aim for goal. The goal has been scored. The next center pass is for Namibia. Namibia take it up. They will attack to the left. Intercept by the Kenyans. Kenyans are playing towards their goal circle. Pick it up. The Namibians trying to intercept. Unfortunately, they've caused a penalty just there. The umpire is insisting it gets the right place. Kenyans have scored. an advantage. So far, Annie, what are you able to say about the play?
Yeah, both players are playing good netball, and I can see a lot of attacking there by Kenya.
Of course, the other thing that is there is that there's a lot of contact against the Namibians. You've seen a lot of penalties being taken in the goal circle, and that's dangerous for them.
Yeah, it's really dangerous to make contacts in the goal circle, which makes a penalty.
The goal has been scored. The next center pass. The Namibians take it and given a free pass just on the edge of the goal third. Namibians are looking for each other. They played short passes just there. They were able to feed the goal circle. The Kenyans try to intercept, but the Namibians take it up again. Namibians aim for goal. Let's see if it's going in. Yes, it gets in. The next center pass gets to Kenya. The Kenyans lead the attack now. They are inside the center third. They push the ball up towards the goal third. They are goal third. Namibians are up there. Where are you? Are they able to intercept that? Another contact caused by the Namibian defender. A lot of contacts in the goal circle and penalties are given. A goal has been scored. No, the umpire hasn't allowed it. He said it was not taken from the right position, so it gets to the Namibians. They are lucky. They're now picking it up, building slowly from behind. The Namibians are now in the center circle, moving towards their attacking goal third. The Namibians pick it up in their goal third, trying to feed the circle. The Kenyans trying to intercept, but in the process they've caused a penalty. Another penalty just there. And the umpire insists the penalty is taken in the right position. The Namibians aim and they've scored. As the Namibians are slowly warming up and coming into the game. They were started on a sluggish note, and that's their center pass. And the umpire has blown. He takes. The Namibians have taken the center pass, moving towards their attacking goal circle, goal third. They are now in the goal circle. They aim high. Let's see what happens. It goes in. Lovely. Annie.
Yeah, and I think both teams are playing the same type of play.
Okay, out of court. The last touch was Namibia. A throw into Kenya. The Kenyans pick it up just on the edge of the Namibians intercept. Again, the Kenyans pick it up using their height advantage. There you are, towards the Kenyans pick it up again. They aim for goal and they've scored. So beautiful game of netball. Both teams are able to respond so quickly. They are able to bag 1 or 2, 3 or 3 goals within the first 3, 4, 5 minutes. The center pass to Namibia, intercepted by Kenya, only to land for out of court. The Namibians take the throw in. The center for Namibia is trying to be blocked. The Kenyans are not successful. In the end, they cause a penalty, and the penalty pass goes to Namibia. Namibians are attacking towards their goal circle, trying to see if they can go through past the two Kenyans. Are they able to do that? An attempt failed, but a rebound, she gets it and she scores. The Namibians have scored, and the next center pass is for Kenya. The Kenyans move all the way. They are still in the goal third. The Namibians intercept, lovely intercept, a beautiful jump, another beautiful jump. The Namibians are moving all the way. They pick it up through their center. That's towards their goal circle, the attacking goal circle. Are the Namibians up there? Where are you? Contact. She has been pushed, and the penalty pass to Namibia. She takes the steps. Is she going to score that? Beautiful pass, short pass, and she scores.
Yeah, that's Joanna Jumbaui, the GS for Namibia.
Beautiful short passes in between there. The Namibians are able to use the beautiful short passes in between them in the goal circle. They know an obstruction, there's a penalty to the Namibians.
And height is really an advantage to these teams.
Especially the Namibian goal shooter. She has the height and she's accurate.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is going to continue up to the end of the game. The Kenyans are coming from the back. They are in the mid-court. They are reaching their attacking zone towards their attacking goal circle. Is there any tall Kenyan up there? Out of court. The last touch was the defender, so it's a throw into Kenya. Let's see if they are going to use that space, and if they are going to utilize that. Let's see if they are going to use their height. She picks it up. The Kenyans are attacking. Are they able to feed the Seiko? Yes, they do. A goal has been scored. The next center pass goes the Namibian direction. Namibians pick it up. They're able to move towards the attacking Goseko. Beautiful jump. She picks it up there, steps into the Goseko, passes it out. Namibians again try to pick it up. They are aiming. Namibians have scored. So it's actually the way the game started now is like the Namibians are slowly coming into the game. Let's see what will happen. The whistle has been blown. There was obstruction just there. So penalty pass to Kenya. The Kenyans go all the way. They drop pass just there, bounce pass, they pick it up. Are they going to? Yes. There was the umpire has blown for obstruction, and the goal has been scored on an advantage. Remember that there was a foul there, and within the shortest possible time, the non-offending player was able to pick and score. The Namibians play it back, trying to look for space. They are blocked in every direction. Are they able to make it? The whistle has been blown, and there was a contact. The Kenyans were pushing. The Namibians are given the penalty. Again, the tournament, she scores.
And netball rules are changing, because some time back when there's an injury or an infringement, you don't have to wait for some time. Then you have to keep the ball
exactly, Annie.
rolling.
So this time when an injury occurs, you have to decide whether to substitute or make a team change within 30 seconds. Time is not with you, so you know every little stop that has been stopped for play because of injury or illness or blood, play has to resume within 30 seconds. The Kenyans have scored, and the next center pass is for Namibia. They pick it up, moving towards the attacking Goseko. They pick it up. There's been a contact just there, and the post taken slightly backwards. Kenya was pushing, and Namibia has given a penalty. She picks it up, takes a steps, and she scores. An advantage. The whistle was blown, but she was given an advantage because she was in a shooting position. Picks it up. The Kenyans are attacking. That was their center pass after Namibia scored. Picks it up and out of court. The last touch was Namibia. The whistle goes again. In this incident, there was a push by the Namibians just on the edge of the goal. So that is what is known as contact. Another contact, and that's a penalty. A goal has been scored. Remember that every time the player touches or pushes the other, either intentionally or accidentally, that becomes a contact, and the contact simply means that a penalty pass is given to the non-offending team. The ball is thrown, the Namibians are told, they pick it up from there, they aim, and they score. The next center pass gets to Kenya. The Kenyans try to look for each other upwards there. There they go. Up they go, and there was nobody in defense. The Namibian defense was completely caught off guard.
Yeah, and Davis, I've observed shooters in Africa, they use one hand when shooting. And in other countries, they use two hands. Which one is more accurate?
For me, perhaps the two-handed shooting is more accurate, and it's very, very difficult for the defenders to intercept the shot. The one-handed pass, it's easy to read where the ball is going, and if the defender is so intelligent, then she will intercept. So the umpire insists the penalty has to be retaken because the other player moved before the shot was taken. So that's why you saw her waving her hand backwards.
Okay.
As the umpire is now showing the direction of play, it's going. There's a contact. There was a push there. A push is known as contact. So when you are pushing, you have to be out of play for some time until the ball is played. Obstruction. So the player was trying to block. There wasn't enough space between the thrower and the defending player, the attacker and the defending player. So that's contact. So that causes a penalty. A goal has been scored. Plenty of penalties, especially in the Goseko. Namibians take the center pass. They are moving from our right to left. They are now in the Goseko. She tries to look for the center. The center has been pushed, and that's contact. And that's a penalty because she has been pushed. The Kenyans are always punished up there. The goal has been scored by the Namibians. And the center pass gets to the Kenyans. The Namibians intercept, lovely intercept, beautiful goal. Now you can see, caught off guard again. They didn't, that was obstruction. She touched the ball. You don't have to touch the ball when the opponent has the ball. You have to leave it. Once you push or you touch, that's contact. And that's what is causing a lot of problems to the defenders. There you go again. You push the ball upwards on the right circle. That was obstruction. The player was being blocked and there wasn't enough space for her to play. So now that caused for, and they just dropped there and the pass, a goal. The Namibians are playing beautifully.
Yeah, and I've seen Namibia doing a lot of attacking. Unlike Kenya now.
Nice.
Like now they've settled.
So what do you think is going now right in the minds of the Kenyan players right now?
Kenyans also want to win this game because these are also rankings.
I totally agree with you because both teams in this tournament, they haven't won a game. So they want to see, to prove. Perhaps if they don't qualify for the World Cup, they want to see if they can win if they've scored. They want to see if they can collect some points and improve their INF rankings. Namibians are attacking, out of play. So that's a throw in. The umpire blows the whistle. She says there was a push against the Kenyans, and now she gives them a penalty right inside the goal circle, and the Namibians now play it out. Another push. Another obstruction. So you can see there isn't enough space there. So the goalkeeper was actually trying to block the goal attack. So a penalty was awarded. A center pass to Kenya. They move in the attacking goal circle. They're trying to look for the tall Kenyan players up there. If they found them, yes, they. And in the process, the Namibians have been pushing. And in another process again, the goalkeeper was pushing. And the goal defender was equally pushing, so the two of them will be asked to stand aside as the penalty is being taken. Annie.
Yeah, and I think the defenders for Kenya also have to work hard because I've seen that DA really finding space in the shooting circle. Those she's short.
So another contact just there inside, and they've been given a penalty. The Namibians have scored a penalty, and the center pass gets to Kenya. The Kenyans are now attacking. They release the center pass, taking it backwards, trying to look for the openings to see if the Namibians have opened in any place. There they found the opening space on the left side. Goes out of play. And the last to touch were the Kenyans. So it's a goal line throw in. The defenders take it up, the Namibians. And end of first quarter. Annie.
Yeah, it has been an interesting first quarter where we saw Namibia leading 18, then Kenya 13.
Yes, and we have a difference of 5 scores there. Namibia is actually leading, but they started slowly. Remember the first team that you scored was Kenya was up.
Yeah.
But Namibia started slowly and they
started building up.
Exactly. So what do you think could have been the weakness for the Kenyans?
The Kenyans, I think they have to do more of the marking. And attacking was not all that good. They have to really work on those areas.
Exactly. Otherwise, time is no longer your friend in a tournament like this one, where you are playing for two things. You are either playing to qualify to the World Cup, or you are playing to improve. It's more than two things. You are playing to qualify to the World Cup. You are playing to win the African Championship, and you are also playing to improve on your INF ranking. So these are ranking games. They are World Cup qualifiers and the African champions. So you have to throw everything you have. If you don't win one, you have to do better on the other side. So there you are seeing the Namibians, the coaches line giving them the tips that they need to do, and perhaps increase the gap between them and the Kenyans. They started slowly, but we were able to see that they are able to catch up with the Kenyans. Despite the Kenyans being so tall, the Namibians were able to play the down balls, and they were able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're breaking for the second quarter. Now we have to see the highlights.
It's a fantastic season this year at Topstar. We bring you this DTH full kit decoder to enjoy great Topstar bouquets. The Topstar Super with 89 awesome channels. The Topstar Smart with 63 great channels. The Topstar Nova with 31 exciting channels. The Topstar India with 9 dramatic channels. Buy this Topstar DTH full kit decoder for only 299 kwacha and get a 1-month free full bouquet subscription. Enjoy all your favorite programs from over 120 great local and international channels live and in HD.
For Namibia takes the first center pass, takes the first attack. There they are moving their fade. They flip one, aim for goal. Kenyans have scored an advantage. So far taken in the goal circle, and that's dangerous for them.
Yeah, it's really dangerous to make contacts in the goal circle, which makes
Welcome to the second quarter. We have the Kenyans getting the center pass, attacking from our right to the left. There you are, they are able to feed the goal circle. There was an intercept, unfortunately, as the Namibians were trying to intercept, they've pushed, so they've caused the penalty just there, where those two players are standing. They've passed the ball, they're able to shoot. They failed an attempt to shoot. The Namibians pick it up, and they are given an advantage again because as the Namibian player picked the ball, she was being pushed, so a penalty is given to them. The center for Namibia picks it up deep in their defense. They are now in the mid-court, which is the center third. Another push by the Kenyans, which is contact. Namibians are moving slowly, trying to get short passes. What is in their mind is that the Kenyans are tall. Unfortunately, they throw the ball out of court, which is a throw into the Kenyans from the back line. The Kenyans defenders pick it up. They pass it on to the mid-court, which is the center third. Up the attacking third, the goal third. The Kenyans are moving slowly. Are they able to get into the goal circle? They are. An aim, and shot, and the goal has been scored. The next center pass is for the Namibians. The Namibians take it all the way. They take the center pass. They move forward, and they are given an advantage because the Kenyans broke, early break, was breaking, so that's a free pass. Already in the goal circle, the Namibians, are they able to get it? The Kenyans tried to intercept, but in the process, they've caused a throw-in. They throw into the Namibians, and the umpire has blown for an obstruction, which is a penalty in the goal circle. The Namibians take the penalty, they've scored. The center pass for Kenya. The Kenyans take the center pass. Namibians trying to intercept, but they fail in the process. The Kenyans take it up. Obstruction. There was a blocking, just say obstruction. And then another push. In the process, one Kenyan push to the Namibian, and that gives them the Namibian a penalty. They now do the counter-attack, but they are slow in building up. They are now in the goal circle. They now reach the goal circle up there. Are they able to get the tall Namibian shooter? Intercepted, but in the process, the Kenyans get the ball out of court, so it's a throw into Namibia. Namibians pick it up, they aim in the goal circle, and the shot is successive. So the next center pass gets to Namibia. Namibians throw the ball. Beautiful game at Olympic Youth Development Center, World Qualifiers, INF ranking, and at the same time, African Championships. The Kenyans intercept. In the process, Namibians tried to intercept, but they fail. The Kenyans are on the edge of their goal circle trying to attack. They get the ball, aim up there, they shoot, and the goal has been scored and allowed. The next center pass gets back to the Kenyans. The center picks it, plays backwards to the wing defender back to the center, and the wing defender to the wing attack. But there was obstruction there by the Namibians, a penalty to the Kenyans on the edge of the goal circle. They pick it up, the Kenyans play it back, out, in again. The Namibians trying to intercept, but in the process, the ball goes out of court. So that's a throw into the Kenyans. That's a sideline throw into the Kenyans. The Kenyans look for the Togo shooter. If they got her, yes, they have. Goal scored.
Yeah,
the Kenyans have scored a goal.
We have Namibia leading 21, Kenya 15.
There was obstruction just on the edge of the goal circle. The Namibians pick it up. They are given a penalty just there. Contact, obstruction. The goal has been scored. Namibians have scored 22-16 in favor of Namibia. So Kenya is down despite their height. And what would you say? Do you think their absence from these tournaments would affect the Kenyans despite their height? What is your comment?
Yeah, really, their absence has affected their performance because exposure really helps.
Exactly.
The more you play more international games or friendlies, the more you improve.
And the more confidence you have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I would like to see a situation where we have a lot of African countries participating in the netball tournaments, so that we have more teams qualifying for the World Cup. If they can allow more countries from Africa to participate in the World Cup.
Exactly, Annie. An obstruction just there, and the penalty is given. The goal has been scored. The Kenyans score a goal because of the obstruction, that penalty that was given. A center pass to the Namibians. Try to move backward because Kenyans have blocked them. Namibians throw a long throw. The wing attack picks it, fakes, shoot, goal, and the goal. You saw that fake pass. It was able to throw the Kenyan defender off balance. And then they created that space there and they were able to slot in a goal. If they try more of that, the Kenyans are taught, if they try to fake the passes so that the defense is split by the sides, then they'll be able to score. The Kenyans are attacking. Unfortunately, they've rolled the ball out of court. It's a Namibian throw in, the backline throw in. The Namibian defenders take a throw in from the backline, a push, which is a contact, and a penalty. So the Kenyan player is punished. He stands aside until the ball hits the hands of the thrower. The wing attack picks it, and Namibians go all the way using their right flank. Namibia still in the hands of the Namibians. There was an interception there, which is obstruction, a penalty to the Namibians. There was a contact. The Kenyans were pushing, so a penalty is awarded and the goal has been scored.
Coming to the issue of participation, you've seen how Uganda have improved. Uganda, through their participation, they've improved and their rankings have even changed.
Exactly. So the more you participate, the more it gives you the confidence, the more it gives you the exposure, the more it throws in everything, then you are able to do a better job. The Kenyans take a center pass, they take it back, looking for space because the Namibians have blocked them right there in the center third. They pick it up, the Kenyans throw, they are now in their attacking goal third. Obstruction. So obstruction penalty to the Kenyans, and they've called for timeout to have their footwork sorted out, especially their feet.
I think that's a correct decision there, Davis.
Yes, exactly, because it took time. Because when you call for a timeout, you have to make sure that the umpire has actually acknowledged it. You know, she stopped. The umpire didn't stop the game. She stopped it. So she was punished for holding the ball for too long because she was not given permission by the umpire to adjust her foot. So there we are. Namibia is attacking from behind. They are in their goal third. They are in shooting circle. They are able to shoot, and they score. And they are now still getting the center pass. The Namibians, that's their center pass. They're throwing from the center. There we are, the Namibians attacking from the right flank. That was a contact, and the umpire stops the game.
Yeah, we have Kenya 26, Namibia 26, sorry, and Kenya 17.
Exactly. So momentarily the game has been stopped and time has been started. The player has been cautioned for pushing, and that was the Kenyan player. The Kenyans are trying to get hold of the ball. They fail to get hold of the ball. They bounced the ball more than twice, so that's a foul. So it has been given to Namibians. Counter-attack from behind. Throw a long throw, looking for the tall Namibian, and she gets it. Attempt, goal scored. The next center pass gets to Kenya. Kenyan center pass player takes and the whistle has been blown. There was a foul. What infringement took place there? There was footwork. It goes to the Namibians. Counter-attack. Are they able to utilize the space up there? Umpire blows the whistle. Yes, there was a push. The defender was pushing. Footwork. So the Namibian player was walking while she had the ball, and that is what's known as footwork. So the free pass is given to the Kenyans, and the quick attack from behind. They are already in there attacking goal third. There you are. The Namibian player, although she fell, she pushed the Kenyan player, and that is already contact, and that's a penalty pass given outside the goal circle. Now let's see how they'll take it. She takes a step, aims, shoots, and she scores.
The Kenyan GA is really working hard. She's brilliant on the court.
Exactly, and most of the penalty shots that she takes, she actually converts them.
Yeah,
very
they're
few that
really
she fails.
accurate.
Her work rate is so good. That's a contact against the defender. The Namibians get it, and another push. The defenders are pushing because of, I think there should be a lot of pressure there. The Namibians have scored. So what's your prediction in this quarter, Annie?
I think it's, I can't say Namibia will win or Kenya. The last whistle will tell the winner.
Okay, but from the way we are seeing, it's like the Kenyans are playing under pressure. The Namibians are winning most of the contests.
Yeah.
Namibian picks it up. The tall Namibian defender shoots. She fails. She gets the rebound and she scores again.
But Davis, in the game of netball, anything can be done.
Exactly. So let's wait and see. The Namibians are attacking on their left flank, moving towards the goal circle. They throw the ball. The Namibian roll attacks, picks, and she scores. The center pass. The Kenyans take the center pass and they win the contest just there. There was a contact, and you can see the Namibian bench smiling. They know things are going their way. They try to intercept, but the umpire calls for obstruction, meaning that a penalty, another obstruction goes now against the Namibians. So that's a penalty now to Namibia.
And the Namibians shouldn't be panicking when they are in position of the ball.
Exactly.
They have to take it slow.
Obstruction. So she's punished for obstructing the player that has the ball. So the Namibians pick it up. They feed the goal circle. From the look of things, the Namibians are winning most of the contests. The Kenyans are causing a lot of contacts, and they are being punished. So the Namibians are winning a lot of penalties through those pushings that the Kenyans are committing. She tries to get it. The Namibians pick it up there in the attacking goal circle, just on the edge of the goal circle, from one player to the other. They aim, they shoot, they
That's
pick it.
Joanna, the GS for Namibia. She scored.
Namibia doing a lovely job.
Really
Doing
a
most of the
lovely job.
finishing there, and she's winning most of the contest, and she's always being pushed.
Yeah.
The Kenyans pick it, and there was a push, there was a contact.
The
Contact.
Kenyan technical bench there, looking disappointed.
Yeah, precisely so, especially that they didn't expect that the Namibians were going to take this game this way. Then the Kenyans aim, They miss. And in the process, they've caused a penalty and the goal has been scored. The next center pass gets the Namibian direction. The Namibians pick it up through their center player. They're attacking through their right flank. Unfortunately, the Kenyans have intercepted a quick counter-attack. Long passes, but the process is becoming slow. They're going back, trying to intercept. In the process, the Namibian player was trying to intercept and she ended up pushing, causing a contact.
And sometimes attacking using a straight line is very difficult and dangerous because it's easily intercepted.
Exactly. So a penalty pass, the Kenyans are given penalty pass just outside the goal circle. They pick up that penalty pass, they aim and shoot. Let's see if it's going to on, they miss. So the umpire blows the whistle and it goes the Namibian way. Again, the Kenyans intercept. The Kenyan player picks it up there, aims, scores. She was intercepted, so that's a penalty. The goalkeeper has caused and the goal scored an advantage despite being taken at a penalty and the player was not set in place.
That's Nanzala for Kenya, the GA.
Exactly. The Kenyans move up towards the goal circle. They play the ball backwards on the left flank, looking for to feed the goal circle. Just on the edge of the goal circle, the wing attack is looking for the GS. They're looking for the wing attack, trying to intercept the Namibians, but in the process, as the Namibians were trying to intercept, they've caused the penalty.
Here Namibia is leading 32-20 against Kenya.
So the Namibians pick it up. They've been pushed and causing a contact. Namibians attacking on the edge of the goal circle. They're trying to attack on the edge of the goal circle. Are they going to get it? The umpire says out of court. Yes, out of court. That's a throw into the Namibians as they're attacking. The goal attack. Intercepted, but in the process, the Namibians win a rebound and they've scored. The goal has been scored and that's the end of the second quarter.
Wow, it has been an interesting second quarter. Well, we've seen Namibia leading Kenya 33, Kenya 20.
Yes, and especially that the gap is widening.
Yeah.
You see, you are able to see about 13 scores, 13 goals up. Namibians are really doing a good job despite starting on a sluggish note.
Yeah, for a team to win, they have to score more goals. So we hope Kenya will have to improve in the third quarter.
Exactly. So what do you think is now in the mind of the Kenyans, especially that I don't think they really thought that the Namibians were going to take the game this way. What do you think is in the mind of the Kenyan coach and the players?
I think he has to put some more morale on the team to talk on the mistakes they were making so that in the third quarter they improve.
Exactly. And as you can see, most of the goals that have been scored are from penalties. So from the coaching point of view, I would think that if I were the Kenyan coach, I would have spoken to my girls, look, most of the goals that are being scored is because either we are obstructing, which is blocking, or we are pushing, which is contact. So let's avoid those because the Namibian goal shooter doesn't miss when it comes to getting the penalty set. And most of the damage has been done because of the pushing and the tripping that is being done down there. And the umpires are able to see there's a lot of pushing and they are awarding a lot of penalties.
Yeah, and sometimes, Davis, what causes contact is like when you're not marking tightly. You're marking zone marking, which will make you to try to intercept them.
So they're leaving a lot of space between the attack and the defense. By the time you're trying to mark, you find that there's in space, the player's gotten the ball and you end up accidentally bumping into them and causing a lot of penalties. Thank you so much. The game is now on halftime, and in the next 8 minutes, the teams will be able to rest, get some refreshment. The difference is now confirmation, Namibia 33 and Kenya 20, the difference of 13. And what do you think will
Yeah, now we're breaking for the highlights.
One nation.
It's a fantastic season this year at Topstar. We'll bring you this DTH full kit decoder to enjoy great Topstar bouquets. The Topstar Super with 89 awesome channels. The Topstar Smart with 63 great channels. The Topstar Nova with 31 exciting channels. The Topstar India with 9 dramatic channels. Buy this Topstar DTH full kit decoder for only 299 kwacha and get a 1-month free full bouquet subscription. Enjoy all your favorite programs from over 120 great local and international channels live and in HD. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
One Zambia, one nation.
It's a fantastic season this year at Topstar. We'll bring you this DTH full kit decoder to enjoy great Topstar bouquets. The Topstar Super with 89 awesome channels. The Topstar Smart with 63 great channels. The Topstar Nova with 31 exciting channels. The Topstar India with 9 dramatic channels. Buy this Topstar DTH full kit decoder for only 299 kwacha and get a 1-month free full bouquet subscription. Enjoy all your favorite programs from over 120 great local and international channels live and in HD. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
One Zambia, one nation.
there you are, our dear viewers. The game between Namibia and Kenya is going on right now. During the end of the second quarter, Namibia was leading Kenya. A throw into Namibia. We are now in the third quarter. Namibia is attacking on the edge of the Goseko. They pick it up, and the Kenyans are pushing, causing a contact, and that's a penalty. A penalty to the Namibians just outside the Goseko. They have to pass through. They have to pass it, and out of court. The last touch was Namibians, and the Kenyans take a backline throw in through their defenders, trying to build attack from behind using the left flank. They are still in their defending. They now get into the center third, play it back. The Kenyans play it up on the left flank, looking for the top Kenyans up there. They need the Namibians intercept. A beautiful jump. They have made a lot of intercepts already. They're being to play slowly, and there was a push, a contact. The Namibian player has been pushed. It means that they get a penalty pass. A penalty. They throw it on the edge of the goal circle. They're able to feed the goal circle. Yes, they feed the goal circle. And the Kenyan defender is pushing, which is a contact. Another push by the goalkeeper. So that's a contact. So both the goalkeeper and the goal defender will have to stand aside until the penalty has been taken. Aim, shoot, and the goal has been scored. So that's a disadvantage, Annie, of players always pushing and contacting each other.
Yeah, really, those are penalties. And for them to defend well, they have to make sure every time the shooters are in front of them, not putting the defenders.
Okay, now the game has been temporarily halted because of the uniforms. The game has been started again. Every time that the uniform is not in place, the playing position is not adequately seen or properly seen. So the umpires will stop the game to make sure that the playing positions and all the uniform is in place. The Kenyan, by trying to intercept, she pushes, causing a contact, and the goal has been scored. The next center pass is for the Kenyan from our left to our right. The Kenyans go all the way. They push the ball up, looking for the attackers. Footwork. The Kenyans in the process have caused footwork, and it means that that's a free pass to the Namibians. She walked with the ball, which is not allowed in the game of netball. It's thrown up there. The Kenyans, the Namibians, are they able to retrieve? No, in the process, the Namibian player was up and she was pushed in the goal circle, and a penalty was awarded, and she has scored. The center pass gets to the Namibians. Namibia center pass. And remember, Annie, that in the game of netball, it doesn't matter who scores. The center passes keep on exchanging.
Yeah.
So you see that in the next center pass, the center pass will be taken by the other team. So it goes the opposite direction. So the center pass gets to Kenya. So the next center pass doesn't matter who scores. The next center pass, when a goal has been scored, it has to be taken by Namibia. So they have to keep on changing. So there was, and the ball is thrown out of court, and the difference is now 8.
They are Namibia 38, Kenya 20.
Exactly. The Kenyans trying to build from behind, but in the process they throw the ball out of court, which is the throw into Namibia. And the umpire insists this has to be taken in the direction where he's pointing.
And I say the more they panic, the more mistakes they are making.
Exactly, because they are playing out of desperation. The adrenaline is so high. They are not concentrating. The Namibians pick it up and they score.
Botswana, the GS for...
Exactly, she has got the height for a goal shooter in the goal cycle there. She doesn't miss a lot of penalties. Breaking against the Namibians. The Kenyans take it up and they play the ball backwards. They are blocked up. They transfer it to the left flank towards the goal cycle. They pick it up, trying to pass to each other. Just there, they're going to pick it, but in the process, they are pushed. The Namibian pushed, so that's a penalty, and they've scored. The Kenyans have scored through the penalty, through their goal attack. The center pass goes to the Kenyans. The umpire blows the whistle and says there was a push. And the penalty to Namibia, and out of court. The Kenyans push the ball out of court. That's a throw into Namibia. right in the attacking goal third.
Yeah,
Another
Davis
push.
have observed a lot of contacts in this quarter.
Exactly, there are a lot of them. They are caused by the Kenyans, and that's actually disadvantage. If they don't stop it, wow, the umpires will keep on blowing, and in the end, the more contacts you make, the umpire will end up cautioning, warning, and finally suspending you. And we hope that will not happen in this game. There was a push, and that's a penalty. Now aiming, they've scored. The Kenyans have scored. And the center pass gets to Namibia. They keep on exchanging the center passes. It doesn't matter who scores. The Kenyans intercept. Lovely intercept. A quick attack. They take it back on the left flank. And in the process, the Namibian goalkeeper has pushed and she has caused a penalty where she's standing just there. And she's being directed where to stand by the umpire, far away and away from play. A rebound. The goal shooter gets the rebound and she scores. Next center pass. Kenya. The Kenyans take the center pass through their wing defense, to their wing attack, looking for the goal attack. They've played outside the goal circle. And as you've seen, Annie, most of the times that the Kenyans get the ball into the goal circle, they normally play it out. What do you think the reason is?
They're trying to create space so that they go near the shooting, the goal posts.
Exactly. So there's aiming there. Exactly. A goal has been scored by the Namibians. Namibians are going all the way. They are not looking back. They want to win and get something out of this tournament. There are a lot of things to win. Remember, you are trying to qualify for the World Cup. You are trying to get your better ranking in INF, and equally you are also trying to get the African Championship. So 3 things to win, at least one of them will come your way. Footwork. She walked with the ball and is given to the opponents. The Kenyans pick it up because the Namibian walked with the ball. They play it back, the Kenyans back again to themselves, trying to create space up there. They throw it, Namibian trying to intercept, but they felt she's asking back for the ball in the center third. They get Namibia, and the Namibians intercept. Lovely intercept. Up there was a beautiful elevation in the jump. They're attacking. There they move on the right flank. Obstruction, and that's a penalty given. She takes a step. Is she being obstructed there? No, she's not. The umpire hasn't seen it that way. She picks it. The Kenyans get an intercept. The Namibians intercept, but it goes out of play. That's a throw into the Kenyans. The last touch was Namibia. The Kenyans get all the way. They've approached the attacking zone. The Namibians do all the counter attack. She picks it. The Kenyans try to intercept, but in the process, they've pushed the ball out of court. So that's a throw in. Throw in to the Kenyans. The backline throw in, being given the correct position to stand. The Kenyans pick it, but they are within their defending zone. Pick it up, go up, trying to approach the attacking zone. They pick it up, the Namibians intercept, and they get a kudos from the crowd, from the spectators. The goal attack, the center to the goal attack, quick short succession of passes, aim, and beautiful goal.
Beautiful.
Look at that combination.
Yeah.
Precisely so. She's such a very good player, and she has worked so hard to make sure that the Namibians go back home with something to the land of plenty.
Yes.
There's a contact. There was a push there by the Kenyans, so the Namibian defenders get the penalty pass, trying to intercept. The Kenyans intercept, but in the process, she has landed out of court. Remember, the other leg was inside, the other one is so out of court. So throw into the Namibians. Namibians push through the right flank. There was a contact. There was a contact, a push, and a penalty. Plenty of contacts, plenty of pushes in this game, and plenty of penalties. Is she going to miss that? Exactly. So you see that time. Every time she's given a penalty, does she miss? No, she doesn't. So the Kenyans must avoid all that in order to make sure that they reduce the deficit. The Kenyans try to intercept, but in the process, they are caught pushing and obstructing.
Really, Joanna is doing a good job using her height, and she's accurate on the goal post.
Exactly. The Kenyans are attacking on the left flank. trying to ask the Namibians to open. Can they answer that question? Crisscrossing the passes on the edge of the, they feed the goal circle. Namibians tap the ball away. The two players fall. They are holding the ball to each other. No, the umpire says no. That was possession. Shows the direction and says it goes the Namibian way. Namibians pick it, building slowly from the back. They are in the center third. Namibians in a long ball towards it. Are they able to fit the goal circle? No, the Kenyans intercept. And in the process, they push. The Namibians pushed, and that was a penalty pass. The Kenyans are attacking, but in the process, one Namibian intercepted, and that was an obstruction. Another obstruction. Now, this time, it's the Kenyans that are obstructing. A penalty to the Namibians. Namibians are now in the center third. They play the ball backward towards the center circle. They're now trying to throw it to the left flank. They are still in the center third. The whistle goes. And
yeah,
there
we
was
are now 41 Kenya. 41 Namibia, sorry, 24 Kenya.
exactly. So the Namibians attacking on the left. They get their goal attack. She pushes it back. In the process, the Namibians get the intercept, push. So the Namibian player, the Namibian center was pushed. There was obstruction there. So that's a penalty. Plenty of penalties, plenty of blocking, obstruction, and pushing. The ball goes out of court. Try to aim and push. But in the process, as the ball was outside, the ball was out of court. One player was pushing the other, so that's why the ball was thrown back. It wasn't out of court as such.
Well, I thought it was going to be a obstruction because I saw a defender in front of the GA.
Now look at the GA for Namibia. She failed to pick the ball, and in the process, she rolled the ball out of court. So that's a throw in to Kenya. It's quickly taken. Then again, the Namibians have intercepted before the ball gets out beyond the center third. There was a contact penalty. As you can see, the offending player, she has to stand and stop and wait for the shot to be taken. She misses the shot. In the process, the Namibians pick it, the Kenyan defenders pick it, and the Kenyans are now attacking. They are approaching center third. They are now approaching the center circle right in the middle of the court on the right flank. They play it out of the court. Try to turn round, looking, am I going to shoot, am I going to pass? Shot. Unsuccessful shot. And
Yeah,
out
that's
of
why
court.
the question you asked me earlier on, you were saying, why are they trying to take the ball out when they are in the
goal
shooting circle? Yeah. Their GA is short, so she wants to create some space so that she gets closer to the goalpost.
Exactly. So there was a push there, which was a contact. The Namibians push all the way using their right flank. They feed the goal circle. Are they able to shoot? Shoot. Intercepted. But in the process of the Kenyan defender intercepting, she has pushed. So that's a contact. That's a penalty. And the penalty is given. The penalty is taken. And the successful shot. Namibians have scored through their goal shooter. The center pass. The Kenyans get the center pass through their left flank. They play the ball backwards to their wing defender. Back to their wing attack. They now get deep into the attacking zone. In the goal third, the attacking goal third. Let's see what the Kenyans can do. They aim to shoot, and they've shot. They found a weakness on the left flank. The Namibians were sleeping. They thought everything was all right. There was footwork there, and the free pass given, awarded. The Namibians pick the Kenyans pick the ball in the goal circle. The center is fitting is she going to do it? Yes, she finds the goal attack. And there was obstruction there. The Namibian defender is punished for obstructing at the contact. So a goal has been scored and allowed. The Kenyans are now moving on the right flank. Switch the ball to the right flank, quick succession of passes, but in the process, the Namibians were trying to intercept. By trying to intercept, they've knocked the ball out of court. And in the process again, as they were trying to take a throw in, one of the Kenyan defenders pushed, and that's why that penalty is being awarded there. Long throw and end of the third quarter.
Yeah, this has been an interesting quarter. where we've seen Namibia dominating.
Exactly so. So Namibians they've pulled up in the second quarter, they've pulled up in the third quarter, and looking at the way the scores are standing now, wow, there's a yawning gap between the Namibians and the Kenyans, and I don't think the Kenyans have the answer to these questions. What do you think?
Yeah, unless a miracle happens. But in netball, every minute counts.
Kenya 26.
There we can see the coach talking to the players, Namibian coach. Maybe she's trying to tell them that you should score more goals.
And widen the gap. Once you widen the gap, the other team
safe.
gets psychologically defeated that we can't catch them up.
Yes, Davis.
Exactly, Price. And perhaps telling them to avoid on the contacts, because the contacts are not good for the game of netball. Apart from penalties being awarded, there are a lot of injuries that can take place. We now introduce you to the break.
Zambia, one nation.
It's a fantastic season this year at Topstar. We bring you this DTH 4K decoder to enjoy great Topstar bouquets. The Topstar Super with 89 awesome channels. The Topstar Smart with 63 great channels. The Topstar Nova with 31 exciting channels. The Topstar India with 9 dramatic channels. Buy this Topstar DTH 4K decoder for only 299 kwacha and get a 1-month free full bouquet subscription. Enjoy all your favorite programs from over 120 great local and international channels live and in HD. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
One Zambia, one nation.
Welcome our listeners to the fourth and last quarter of the game between Namibia and Kenya. Namibia shooting from our left to the right in deep blue. Namibians are now attacking towards the, and then the referee blows, the umpire blows the whistle for obstruction. A penalty taken and the goal has been scored. The center pass, Kenya. They take the center pass, moving towards the left flank, looking to push the ball, and unfortunately the ball goes out of court. The last touch was Kenya. The throw into Namibia. Namibians take it up, and in the process they throw the ball out of court, and that's a throw into Namibia. Again, an infringement has occurred. The ball was not taken in the right position, so Kenya win the free pass out of court. That's a throw in. The throw in to the Namibians. So there was a contact. The Namibians win and the Kenyans intercept. Lovely intercept, but in the process, as the Kenyans were going to attack, they caused a foul. That was footwork. Again, replayed ball. Incorrect playing of the ball. The Namibian player had the ball, but she bounced it more than twice. So a free pass to the Kenyans.
Yes, scores 43 Namibia.
The Kenyans are aiming. They're going to get it. Intercepted. Intercept. They've scored. Center pass Namibia. The Namibians attack through their center player to the wing attack using the left flank. They throw short passes to each other. The Namibians pick it through their goal attack. Aim, shoot. Intercepted by the Kenyans, but again the Namibians pick it up through their center player on the right flank. Changing the direction of play to the right flank again. They pick it in the centers, in the goal circle, aim, shoot, and the goal has been scored. Scored by the Namibians. The center pass is Kenya.
Yeah. I think Kenya, they have really to work hard on the attacking. Namibia's dominated. Namibia's goal. There you can see Namibia. Now Kenya has intercepted. Kenya with the ball. The shooting circle there, there's an obstruction. I think it's a contact. A penalty there. They've scored.
Beautiful game at the Olympic Youth Development Center here in Lusaka. Is World Qualifiers, African Championship and INF rankings. The team that you are seeing right now, if you've just joined us, we have Namibia playing against Kenya. Namibia in possession of the ball and they are leading comfortably. The ball goes out of court.
It's
and that's a throw in.
Namibia 44, Kenya 28.
Goal scored after penalty was awarded to Namibia. The goal attack. The center pass is for Kenya. The Kenyans are moving. The whistle has been blown. There was an early break there because of breaking. Namibia all the way on using their right flank. Let's see if they can counter-attack, go and score. There was a push, a contact, and the penalty is awarded to Namibia. Aim, go, and the goal is scored, and the goal is allowed. The goal attack for Namibia is scored. The center pass, Namibia takes the center pass. Quick pass, fake pass to the wing attack, beautiful. And to their goal attack, a goal has been scored. So you can see how they can quickly change the tempo. They were a bit slow, but once they do the counter attack, sometimes they would change from being slow to being very fast, very, very fast. And in the end, the Kenyans have no answer to those questions. Okay. Namibians intercept. Let's see if they can quickly push the ball into their attacking area, which is the attacking goal third. They are now in their goal third, approaching the goal circle on the right flank. Up again they go. Aim, shoot, goal.
Good
goal
one
has
for
been
the
scored.
GA.
Beautiful combination. They now used in the previous goal. They used the left flank. Now they have now shifted to the right flank.
Yeah, that's Casper Anna for Kenya.
The Kenyans are attacking from the center third. They now got into the goal third. They've gotten into the goal circle. Obstruction, which is contact. In the process, the Namibians have pushed, and that's a contact against their center player. Aim in the center circle. She misses that, and in the process, the Namibians get a counter attack. They move all the way, approaching their goal third. They're still in the center third, using the left flank through their center player. The Kenyans try to intercept, but the ball goes out of court. Namibians attack from the center. In the process, the Kenyans push and they're causing a contact, which is a penalty for the Namibians. The goal shooter goes scored.
Zwana GS for Namibia scoring there. Centered. Kenya with the ball. They go center. I think there's a contact there.
Yeah, there's a contact
given.
and yes, exactly.
They've scored. Namibia center.
Out of court. The last touch was Namibia, so that's a throw in to Kenya. The Kenyans get a throw in just in the center third. The Kenyans pick up the ball through their wing attack to their center player, out of court. So that's a backline throw in. That's a Namibia throw in. The defenders will have to take the throw. And remember, Annie, that the next game is Zambia versus who?
Well, Zambia is playing Zimbabwe this
And
afternoon
both
at
teams,
14 hours.
And both teams have a lot to play out for.
Really, these are like deciding games for both teams.
Namibians take a penalty pass. They throw it using their left flank to their wing attack, back to their center player. And the whistle goes, meaning that there was a contact. Okay, you have to take it in the right position, and the umpire insists that the penalty must be taken in the right position. A throw, a push. In the process, there was a push by the Namibians. They were trying to score and they started pushing, so they lose the ball. And again, they intercept. The Namibians are attacking on the left flank. Beautiful jump and beautiful catch. The goal has been scored by the goal shooter, Namibia.
That's Ziana.
Center pass taken by the Kenyans quickly. They're trying to look for answers, trying to reduce the deficit, but in the process, the Namibians push them and there's a contact. So that's a penalty pass to Kenya. Again, in the process, the Namibians are pushing and the Kenyans are pushing, knocking towards the door. They want to score. Aim, shoot, and they miss. Namibians intercept. They throw a long ball, but they're still in the center third. Still in the center third, from one player to the another. Then to the right flank, Namibians are trying to feed the goal circle. Yes, they do. Shot, and the goal is allowed and scored.
A good shot for the GA.
And right now,
Casper
confirmation
Anna.
of the score, 51-29.
Yeah.
Do you think there's really any chance that the Kenyans will wake up and catch the Namibians in this game?
I don't think so, because I see that time is running out.
And the gap is widening. There was a contact just there. That's a penalty. A penalty to the Kenyans. One of the players there was pushing, one of the defenders, and out of court. The last touch was Namibia. A throw in to Kenya. Backline throw in. The Kenyans try to hesitate, take a long one, push it back into the goal circle, aim, shot, and the goal is scored. Still, the Kenyans have an advantage. They are still getting the center passes. The Kenyans on the right flank, they're approaching the goal circle. Are they able to feed the goal circle? But in the process, they were being blocked by the Namibians' obstruction. So that's a penalty pass to the Kenyans outside the goal circle. The umpire blows the whistle, says play on. There was obstruction just there, but the umpire has allowed the goal despite the obstruction, so it couldn't be retaken and the goal stands.
You can see the GS for Kenya there. That's Zwana with the ball.
Namibians take a penalty pass just on the edge of the goal circle. Picks it up, the goal attack. She shoots, and the goal, she scores. The Kenyans take a center pass. Remember that they've been out of this competition for a very, very long time. So that makes them a little bit rusty, and they're lacking a lot of exposure and sometimes determination.
Yeah, determination and confidence
Exactly
really
so.
helps.
But how do you look at their physical appearance to the game and How is it? Are they physically in?
Well, I can say they are a good side. You can't say no, it's a team to underrate.
Umpire blows the whistle.
There's an injury there.
The injury she stopped for? No, she hasn't stopped for injury, but yes, there was an injury, but she didn't blow. So you have to, in such a situation, Annie, if the umpire hasn't blown the whistle, you have to keep on playing. Okay. The goal has been scored. And the center pass gets the Kenyans. That was a Namibian center pass. Remember, the Kenyans have converted that into a goal.
Yeah.
So that's a plus for them. The Kenyans all the way are trying to attack the goal circle, but in the process there was obstruction. Penalty pass outside the goal circle. Let's see how the Kenyans will use that. They're able to feed the goal circle, aim, shoot, and it's in.
Yeah, that's Casper Anna for Kenya, the GA.
Namibia center pass. Namibians pick it up in the mid-court, in the center third. They are going towards the goal third. They're attacking goal third. In the process, what's happening? There was obstruction. And the umpire says that's a penalty and a penalty too. So we can see now a player calling for the umpire to stop the game. Will the umpire do that? She sits just there. Has the umpire observed that? Doesn't. So play continues. Play until the umpire. Yes, until the umpire says so. So if the umpire hasn't stopped the game, you can sit and do now. Now the umpire has seen that. She has stopped the game.
Okay. So
meaning that the player that is injured has got up to how many seconds? They either have to make a substitution or they have to make a team change within 30 seconds.
Just within the
court? Within the 30 seconds.
And within the court?
Yes, exactly, just there. The shot. The Kenyans pick the intercept. Unfortunately, the umpire has blown the whistle to Kenya. The Namibians have intercepted. They move all the way and look at the crowd waiting anxiously to see what is happening. And you can see that in this match, Annie, there are a lot of Namibians have a lot of supporters.
Yeah. The more you play good game, the more you win
your supporters. Precisely so. Namibians are building up slowly. They pick up the ball. The umpire blows the whistle.
We've seen Joanna just pushing the defender.
Yeah, pushing the defender. So the penalty is given to the defenders. Namibians intercept. Are they going to manage to do that? The umpire says, yes, they've managed. Namibians attacking in the mid-court. In the center circle, the umpire blows for obstruction. Shot, and the goal has been scored. So the Namibians are really winning the hearts of the men of the spectators around here. Perhaps because they are our very near neighbors.
Not
Kenyans.
Really, it's just the type of play they're playing.
Is it so, Annie?
The more you play good game, the more you win supporters.
Confirmation was scores 53-44. Penalty, a goal has been scored. So Namibians are really enjoying themselves. They've at least something to walk home with and smile.
Yeah, because people were expecting to see more from Kenya.
Exactly. Footwork and the throw. Footwork and the free pass to Namibia, and the whistle goes for the final score.
End of the final quarter, which is the fourth quarter in the game of Netball. We had Kenya playing Namibia. These games are being played at OIDC in Lusaka. These are World Cup qualifier and Africa Cup qualifiers.
Excellent. So let's just wait for our board to see how the scores are going. Confirmation of the final score, but I'm very, very sure Namibia has beaten Kenya.
Yeah, they've beaten Kenya by a big margin.
Yeah, there's just a confirmation of the scores. If you can just see the scores and give them to you. So there you are. Final score: Namibia 54, Kenya 34.
Wow, good luck to
Thank
Kenya.
You so much. Good luck to Kenya. There you are, the Namibians enjoying everything. urging the crowd to continue supporting them. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's what we mean by being sports.
Yeah, we're having fun here in Lusaka OIDC. In the commentaries, this is Annie Mukamba together with
Davis Strong. Thank you so much. The next game, our dear viewers, is between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Don't miss. We expect a lot of sparks, especially that Zambia wants to win this game to qualify to the World Cup. Equally, Zimbabwe is breathing on Zambia's neck. Yes. Final score, Namibia 54, Kenya 34.
So stay tuned to ZNBC.
So, how do you think, really, Annie? How did Kenya lose this? What made them lose? What do you think contributed to their loss?
I think Kenya lost concentration, and they thought, being the first time to participate here, they thought maybe Namibia is a very good side.
I think equally Namibia was underrated. The Kenyans thought that they were on top of things, and they didn't expect Namibia to put up that fight.
Yeah.
And finally you could see, because Namibia started, they were a bit hesitant